Welcome back, everybody. I have a brand new recipe for you today. So I premiered this on a Blackstone Facebook live stream yesterday. I call it sweet chili pork chops with quinoa and brown rice.
Let's give it a try.
I have some pork chops here. I've been brining these for about an hour and a half in a simple water, olive oil, salt, pepper, and garlic mixture. I tried this recipe just normal without the brining, cooking the pork chops, and they were definitely tough. Of course, when you're cooking pork, back in the day, the FDA used to recommend 165 degrees for internal temp, but the problem is when you cook to 165 degrees, it's gonna dry out. So I've been reading up a lot on it, and people suggest that you brine it just like you do a turkey. I did that last night, and it came out way better. And for the record, the FDA now recommends that you cook your pork to 145 degrees. We're gonna go in with some salt, pepper, garlic here. So this is a smoked chili sea salt mixture that I got on tour this past year. A little bit of ground black pepper, and of course my favorite, the chunky garlic paste. Put a little bit of that on there and spread that in there, something like that. We have the Blackstone 22-inch Pro Series. This was that sweet Cyber Monday deal this year at Walmart. I have this thing heated up, and you know me, I always like to put a little glistening of oil down on my griddle top. I keep it uniform. Drives me nuts when I see people's griddle tops that are all dry and cracked. So I just rub olive oil evenly into the griddle top. We'll get a reading. We're currently 480, 470, 490, so in the high 400s. And if you want to know, folks, by the way, people ask me a lot about wind guards, okay? Wind guard, Blackstone makes wind guards for both the 36 and the 28-inch griddle, but you can use these on the sides of any Blackstone griddle that has a hood. So super high heat, and we're gonna put this seasoning side down right there on the griddle top. Gonna do a flip, and yeah, right there, that's what we want. That's the initial sear. Then I picked up some Seeds of Change, obviously invented by the lead singer of the Scorpions, right? Winds of Change, Seeds of Change, come on. Take me to the griddle. Anyways, quinoa and brown rice. 90 seconds in the microwave, but just like that Uncle Ben's rice, you're not gonna put it in the microwave. Of course, we got a heating source right here, and it's called the Blackstone Griddle. Might put a little bit of salt in there as well, and then we're just going to mix that up. You can see it jumping. If you guys have never cooked this kind of rice on a griddle, it always jumps. So recently the FDA started recommending that you cook pork to 145 degrees. That way you can get a little more moisture left inside the pork and it won't dry out. So I'm going to err on the side of caution there, folks. I might cook it a little more than 145 degrees, but you do what you want to do. I think we're going to be super raw. Yeah, see, 98 degrees, we're barely 86, so we got a long way to go there. That's perfect. We're getting a good sear. We're not burning anything, okay? I got the rice. The rice is cooking there. Tell you what I can't do if I want to expedite cooking of everything here. A little bit of water. See, that took it up a good 10 degrees. We're ready at 105, so doing good here. So we got chicken broth here. You can use chicken bone broth, whatever, chicken stock. And if you want to, you can go ahead and season that second side. Alrighty, I noticed the internal temperature of the pork chops already up around 135, 140 or so. I'm gonna go down and turn this burner all the way down. I have one of the old Blackstone warming racks here, first generation. Put that down and set that up there just so it doesn't burn. I'm very concerned. I can always put this back here later, folks, and bring up the temperature, but you know, once it gets overcooked, we can't do anything about it. So everything's looking good. The rice is looking just fine over here. I'm gonna continue to add a little bit of chicken stock to that rice, and I'm gonna add a little bit of spinach in here. That's gonna be the presentation bed, if you will, for the pork chop. We'll take one last internal temperature of this pork chop here, and if it isn't ready, we'll just remove it from the rack. One more steam and we should be done. 136, 138, so let's do that, folks. See, we're being careful not to overcook anything. Let's open it up. Spinach looking perfect. I have some fresh parsley, Italian flat leaf parsley, that I pulled off the stems inside the house. So we're gonna go ahead and just mix that up with our quinoa and brown rice. Our spinach is looking good over here in the corner. And then for our pork chop, I've got some of the Johnny's firecracker sauce. I love this, of course, sweet chili sauce. I discovered the Johnny's like a year ago. The Johnny's up out of Washington State, in my opinion, might be the best traditional sweet chili sauce on the market. So we're gonna put this on top of my pork chop like this. We're gonna let this glaze and sizzle. I waited a few more minutes. We'll go in for one more. Yeah, there we go, 150. See, the pork chops are thick. That one says 155. So we're going with the 155 temperature. Again, a little warmer than the 145 they currently call for now, but a little bit colder than the old-fashioned 165 that they used to recommend back in the day. I'm gonna pull that pork chop right there, put it on my little bed of spinach. One more hit of the chicken broth. And I'll put this down there on my platter. Take a look at that. If you've been watching my videos for any length of time, you know that I am a carb person, so I gotta go in for some of that quinoa and brown rice. It's got the chicken stock, salt, pepper, and of course fresh parsley. Here we go. Gotta go in for some of that first. Resting the pork chop, of course, while we're doing this. Perfect. Bingo, 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 folks. Right there, you can probably see how moist this is. Now, I'm gonna tell you, again, I cooked this last night twice. The first time I did it without a brine, and it was extremely dry. This time we cooked to 155, and we had the brine. And I can tell when I'm cutting this, and I think you can see just how moist, how juicy this is. I gotta get some of that spinach on there as well. Something like that. Let's give it a try. So brining that in a water, oil, salt, pepper solution for about an hour, hour and a half did the trick. So there we go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you're watching my friends' shows. Desiree, that's Blackstone Betty with Family Style. Nate with Cook, Eat, Repeat. And of course CJ with CJ's First Cooking Show. And until next time, this is Todd. I'm saying praise the Lord and pass the sweet chili pork chop with quinoa and brown rice.